might sub in for this Twisted Minds roster. Not the worst thing on the planet, all things considered. We're starting out with a Cade. That means we're going to see for the follow-up. Big shock. It's the ban. Necessary in this case, as Hashom is currently ratting inside a laundry. Oh, no! It is windy on Fortress right now, as Hashom hits everything but the Dokkaebi.
Ooh, nice little run-out attempt there from P9 as he takes Diaz down. Loira clearly just checking the wind. A very similar HP advantage on the start of this. Loira a little bit low, but P9 on his second. Ooh, and a big opportunity there as Jalad, he just gets caught out. Herd's just round the corner, but this is fierce.
We are a minute 10 seconds into round one. I just want to point that out, and it is already a 1v3. Loira, who opened things up, now has got to close things out in a 1v3 on 1 HP with 1 Dokkaebi calling 2 flashes. So not the worst thing on the planet, all things considered, to find himself in this position. The whole 1 HP thing is kind of an unavoidable problem, but hey, at least now he's got 2 Dokkaebi calls. Ooh, actually almost nails Trickst right there, but unfortunately not able to, of which there is no shortage. Magnets, Gershmots, and F-Knots will be 3 immediate contenders for that shock round. Great use of the Kibas, blocking off DarkZero. Tries to pinch the Azami right around the corner. Herds and Loira immediately fell too. Great use of that angle. DarkZero relaying the information, a player swinging around the corner. Trickst caught with his pants down. This round is slower comparatively by about...
Going to be a little bit of a use of Thatcher and that EMP to try and disable some of this information, but look at Guards' position.
Just tucked around the corner and immediately runs into 2 ballistic shields. Now trapped in a corner behind the nade, though Trickst picks up the first. The support for both the shields unfortunately taken down. FURIA quickly respond by gaining a man advantage. DarkZero down on the floor. Could be picked back up as both shields still in the game. Volpus with the Scar. Lethal on the entry into Fortress. Hashom and P9 now downed. But DarkZero not completely recoverable. Ready for it. Volps not suffering any fools at the moment, as with the final Dokkaebi call going out. Don't think anything worse could have occurred for P9 at that moment than a Deathmark tracker flying around the corner and spotting him. Relaying that information straight to FURIA. He's pretty far away, actually. So I'm not sure if they fully heard the call. Okay, no, they definitely heard the call. Loira still gets smoked, though. DarkZero good for the trade. We are going to have a quick one, Ollie. I think
baited for the entire round.
Poor guy.
It worked out great, though, because Volp's got
further out of their control. DarkZero right around the corner. Ooh, somehow getting shot. Just a little 2-piece against P9. Opening kill goes the way of FURIA. Trickst down by the fire, I believe. Yes, that is true. Loira pops a Vulcan pack, in fact, and then also dies to barbed wire. A lot of utility kills coming out in the first minute or so. Quick 3v3, though, and Fulton Herds on low.
Lasting around 35 seconds in total. We're in alien territory at the moment.
Oh.
Jalad is going to be able to take Volps down with it. That renders the diffuser cold.
Diffuser cold. DS so good in these clutch situations. Suddenly finds 2. And with a show might be on full HP, but that 417 can turn 100 into 30 faster than you can imagine just around the corner. Oh, I wanted to check it so bad. Just right there with 7 seconds to go. He's got to commit with the kill. Pistol around the corner. Oh, just barely sees him, but a Hashom quicker with it, and Twisted Minds tie things up. Great.
How important the trap's going to be, though, because this looks like they might be trying to move quick. I know they've not got any blitz or anything like that, but they've still got a Ying, they've still got the Zafir, and the Dokkaebi call coming out. The plant's already happening here. We just can...
Waiting is an allergic reaction for FURIA at the moment. They do not want these rounds to last any longer than they absolutely need to. That doesn't mean they're going to win them, though, because now we're in a 1v5 post-plant, and Twisted Minds, well, clearly quite mindful of their defenses, because FURIA try to have the quickest round we've seen so far. We want to throw down a smoke, try and lurk, and go for an alternative position. Could be quite useful. Loira with the first pick. Jalad cut down. Cut short very quickly in this round. But Hashom trying to rat again. Oh, the shield turns too quick. Still finds his way around. Headshot as Volps trapped inside of his own window that he jumped in. And it seems like the attacks on Fortress, I'm really scared for what the next half is going to offer, because I don't think I can handle another 6 that go this fast. A 1v3 before we've even hit the halfway point, but still plenty of information and plenty of... Ollie, I mean, obviously, FURIA not maybe doing the best on the attacks, but the defense is...
Times that these teams have played the map. Twisted Minds have a very heavy defense win rate.
To give them these fights, and they are not keen trying to take the initiative and maybe try to catch them off guard. Jalad, how does he get away with that one? beautiful kill onto Herds. DarkZero now on the backside. Finally has that long-awaited duel with P9. Instead, it's Trixt who dispatches him, and Twisted Minds literally just sit. And Minds is instead talking about dogs with a bone. Herds is looking mighty juicy inside a bathroom right now, and he'll walk straight into a pinch. P9 gets the first kill. So it doesn't result in any kind of lead or...
Very low indeed. Equaling the man count, but that's about it. Now time to pop a little bit of utility. Volb's next player to fall. Hasham takes him out on the long angle there. Goggles has the shield to play on, but he's worried about a potential push from behind.
And very understandably so. P9, you always got to worry about it. DarkZero finishes him off with the smoke. Jalad been on 1 HP for quite a long time as well. Either him or Trixt could suffer a crucial amount of damage because of these toxic canisters. And as DS gets the full HP Hasham, that utility becomes even more important. Even the impact grenades from DS could get a lot of value. So DarkZero waiting around the corner. Chokes off 10 more of the 20 seconds before Twisted Minds can push into this site. DS Lucas on a long angle. They're even rotating. Twix got to recover the diffuser. And now in red time, as the Hibana has to push in, Jalad has to find some way to cover. DarkZero catches him off guard, and Jalad, nothing he can do. Hip fires for the last one in FURIA by the E1D. But will DS be able to find the next? I think just fired some shots as well, so might have alerted the attack to his presence as everybody else in the lobby decides to make a beeline for Herds. DS fighting for his life inside a pool at the moment. We got pistols out on the top floor, and DS is well and truly trapped. Though somehow still alive. He downs the ram in the process. I don't know how the hell he's just done that, but Trixt only downed. These guards can pick him back up as Twisted Minds with a 4-2 lead.
Everyone was trying to pivot and to support Diaz in that rat play there, and it's just not worked out at all for him. He let the blitz go past, I guess, in the hope and expectation that more players were going to start to try and follow. And as it stands, with the Lion scan coming in at just the perfect time, any positional advantage that he had by not being droned was just entirely removed because he couldn't support his teammates.
Jesus.
An inevitable end to the round.
First time on Swiss to Twisted Minds, who are a good team in their own right.
OT. It is defensive rounds on Fortress. It is possible. But with the way that Twisted Minds have been playing, and certainly the way that this push is transpiring, it's looking increasingly more unlikely.
Herds backing him up with that C4. Exact same play they did the last time they defended this site. And while it works out, Ella still goes down to the top of the staircase, and there's another player they can turn towards. Jalad coming in with the pinch. So nice. Again, even though Twisted Minds are dropping bodies, look at that coordination between the Blitz and two different players. Then for Twisted Minds. If either a mute or a blitz has got to be on 1 HP, I'm picking the mute every day of the week, but now it becomes a bit more important as guards, the substitute, 12 and 4 right now. That'll be all he'll get. He still makes it a 2v2. Herds easy pre-fire, even if it's not a headshot. Jalad bottom frag to victory. 7-3 for Twisted Minds, stunning FURIA out the gate.
What a way.